What's up, everybody? Alright, so today we're going to do a little video. I'm going to take out this substrate, and the reason I'm taking it out is when I vacuum it, those huge rocks, they always get stuck in my vacuum. So we're going to go ahead and take out this substrate, and I've got another substrate that I'll show you here in just a second that we're going to replace this with. That's already cycled and ready to go. So let's move on and I'll show you where that is and what's in it. Alright, so the substrate I'll be using to replace that with is in that pot right there. Now it sounds crazy, but this isn't my pond. But beneficial thing for me is that all the bacteria, everything I need is already in there. This is a nice healthy pond. You know, I run big sumps and all that off of it. So at any rate, we're going to take that rock out of there, which is probably about 25-30 pounds. And that's what will be replacing our big rocks out of the other one. And then those big rocks will actually go back in this pot right here, and the plant will be replanted. And that's the plan for right now. So let's get started. Alright guys, so I got the hood, the light, everything off my tank. And I am going to do this with the water in it and the fish in it. So what I'm going to do next is just take out all these decorations, plants, anything that I want to keep. Obviously I'm going to you know, hang on to it and separate it. And we're going to use this big tote right here to put all the rocks in. And we're going to use this dustpan. Now you want to make sure that when you get your dustpan, it does fit inside. You can see this one is not as wide as the tank. So we're going to use this as a shovel, scoop all this stuff up. And that's what we're going to be doing next. Take everything out. It is easier to take all the water out and fish out, but honestly I'm just trying to get through this quickly. So we're going to leave all them in there. Make sure you clean your dustpan off. I know it looks dirty, but I've scrubbed it and it's just scratches that are in there. So make sure you clean both sides really well before you stick this in your fish tank, because you know, you don't know what the heck's on this thing. So alright guys, we're gonna get started. Alright, so we've taken the decorations out of the tank. You guys see all the crap floating around in there, and I mean, this is what it is. You're going to have a mess. You take decorations out, move them out of the way, you are going to have a mess. So just keep that in mind when you're doing this. Your water will get cloudy. You're not going to hurt your fish. Your filters are going to suffer, so just be prepared to change them out, clean them out, whatever it is you need to do. So next step is we're going to start taking the rock out, and then we'll give this a good vacuum before we put the new substrate in. So we're going to take our Python and clean this out. Alright guys, we got about maybe a third of the rocks out of this thing. You can see how dirty this thing is. That's one of the drawbacks of using this big substrate. I mean, this stuff is pretty big. I don't think there's a rock in there that's less than an inch. So you can see as we're cleaning this thing out, we're making a huge mess. So all the stuff that's on the glass on the bottom, we're going to take our Python and clean all that off of there. So when this is done here, we're going to have a nice bare substrate. And anyway, it's cool because I get to see my catfish that I never get to see. And I promise you, there he is. Look at him. Isn't it pretty through all that crap? Alright guys, we're going to continue on, keep working. Alright, so we got about 50% of the water out right now. We're going to continue on just cleaning up substrate. Take a rag, clean up all the algae that's on the side, suck that out with the Python that's still in there. And you guys can see the fish aren't real happy right now, but we'll fix that here shortly. Even the crawfish is like, dude, really? Told you he was okay. Anyway, we'll get the rest of these rocks out. Got about 99% of them out. There's not much left. And we'll do a little bit of aquascaping and have some fun. Alright guys, so we got substrate changed out. A little dark right now. We're actually filling this back up right now. And while the water was low, we did all our little aquascaping that we're going to do. Just to make things look good. You know, it's a little easier to do it when your water's low rather than when it's high. All the fish are getting acclimated. I run this at a trickle. It's not going real fast, so we don't have big, huge temperature changes in our water. We don't want that for tropical fish because it will kill them. So anyway, guys, we'll come back to this in a second. We'll get all the lights on, and then we can do our small adjustments that we're going to do in this tank, and we'll be ready to roll. Alright guys, we got substrate down. You can see there's a big change in this, and the water's still a little bit cloudy. It's going to be, it's just the nature of the beast. Filters that you have on your tank should take care of all that. So while the water was about, I don't know, 40% full, we went ahead and did all the aquascape that we were going to do, put things where we wanted them. After we filled it up, we made all our adjustments, and you can see now this is where everything is, where I want it. So my tank, and put it where I want it. So anyway guys, this is what she looks like after we got her all done. Doesn't look too bad. The rocks that you see in there I had in another tank, the big ones anyway. The little ones you saw that we pulled out of the pond, that's a new substrate, and this gives it a little more open feel. It's not so cluttered in the center, which how it was before. And you know, just little things. They're packed pretty tight in the corners with all the plants, and got lights on hiding places for my ghost knife and my catfish. I like to hide in the holes there. That's where the ghost knife will hang out, and the catfish will hang out. And that thing right back there, it'll stay in the holes and just kind of hang out, chill. Comes out to eat, goes back in. So anyway guys, like I said, in about 30 minutes, filters will cleared all this out. The water will be crystal clear again. And that, my friends, is how you change out a substrate with fish in the tank. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the button. It's right there. The red one. Just go. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Talk to you later.